Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my current favorites, so things that I've been really loving lately. I usually really like making these type of videos because A, it's always good to spread some positivity around, and B, I think that there's always something good that you can pick up from these videos, like inspiration or tips. So without further ado, let's get into it before this video turns into an undigestible 20 minutes video. My first favorite is going to be my face roller, and to be more specific, my rose quartz face roller. Now, I do know that face rollers have been around for ages now, but and they had a huge hype in the beauty community about 4 years ago, I guess. But I'm usually very slow at picking up trends, if I pick them up at all. So I purchased a face roller just a couple of months ago, and I must say I really like it. Not only I have seen improvements on my skin, which has been problematic ever since I've hit my 30s, but also it has become a very enjoyable part of my evening skincare routine. Well, first things first, like I mentioned, I noticed some differences in my skin. It's like a little bit more elastic, so like the texture of my skin just changed and improved. The luminosity even. I have a little less redness and breakouts, which I still get. I'm not super consistent at using my face roller, but I'm gonna get there. So not every day, but every other day, or maybe a little more than that, but I'll be more consistent. Also, I kind of have the feeling that the skincare products that I use, which are not many, but still they penetrate better into my skin ever since using my face roller. And also it's great to get rid of all of the tension and the fatigue. At the end of the day, we accumulate so much tension on our faces without even realizing it, and using the face roller just relaxes all of the muscles on my face, so it feels like a very good pampering treat. And also it's very cooling on the skin, so I can only imagine how good this might feel to use it in the summer. So overall, an absolute treat for my skin. My second favorite is a recipe, which has been my ultimate go-to recipe of the past, I'm not kidding, 3 if not even 4 months. And I'm talking about a coconut tofu curry recipe. This is a recipe that a friend of mine found online. She cooked it for me once, and I liked it so much and found it so delicious that I've asked her for the recipe. This recipe is a loose interpretation of the original one, based on the fact that I have sometimes a very busy schedule, I live by myself, and I cannot be bothered with things that take me a lot of time and a lot of energy. Sometimes I'm lazy. Put all of the things together, I want things to be simple and effective. And so I've readapted this recipe to my lifestyle, so to speak, and my preferences. It's one of those recipes where you throw all of the ingredients into a pot and you let them do their thing. It's very easy to do. It's quick. Can be done in about 30 to 35 minutes. It's delicious and nutritious. And it saved my butt so many times over the course of the past few months when I knew that I was going to have a very busy schedule and not much time on hand. Usually I cook larger portions or larger quantities so I can thrive and live off of leftovers for a few days. And I usually pair it with plain rice, so it's even more filling and it's even more effective. That was my laptop, by the way. The main ingredients required are a block of tofu, vegetables, which usually my go-to are leek, red bell pepper, and frozen broccoli or cauliflower, depending on what I have in hand. Coconut milk, veggie stock, curry, paste or powder, depending on what I have in hand, and seasonings. That's pretty much it. And this has been my favorite comfort food, which I think it's perfect anytime, but especially for winter. My next favorite is something that I am trying to implement as a daily habit in a long-lasting sense of habits. So I'm talking about brain dumps. This is something that I've started doing consistently about 1.5 months ago or so, like at the end of December, of last December. And I have found so far brain dumps to be so insanely beneficial. Basically what a brain dump is, you take a piece of paper and a pen and you literally write down everything that you have in mind. I try to do this in the morning, every morning, because if I don't do it as soon as I wake up, then I know for a fact that it's very unlikely that I'm gonna be doing it in the afternoon or in the evening. Plus, I think it's more effective to do it in the morning because you literally empty up your brain from all of the thoughts that you have when you wake up. And the benefits that I've been noticing is that I live with less mental clutter, less stress, and I am more focused and I feel less stressed out during the day. Usually I divide my piece of paper or notebook page in 4 sections. One is for thoughts, so all the random thoughts, anything that I have in mind when I wake up. To-dos, and usually I try to highlight in a separate section my top 3 priorities for the day so I can literally prioritize better. So I also feel less overwhelmed if I cannot do everything that is on my to-do list, but also I feel so much better if I know that I can take care of my top 3 priorities and more of the things that I got on my to-do list. And I also try to write down the things that I'm grateful for. And I still haven't got to the point where I'm doing this every single morning, but I want to get there because it's so beneficial. And like I said before, this is something that I'm trying to build up as a habit that I want to last. My next favorite is a TV show. And I'm talking about, yes, like I said, I'm very late to things. I'm talking about The Office, US. I know that there's a UK version of The Office. Still haven't got to that one. I don't know. I'm still pretty new to the whole thing. But I know that The Office has been around for years, and I know that the hype behind it was huge. And I couldn't really understand why, because when you don't know something, of course, you cannot grasp it properly. Recently, The Office US finally landed on Netflix, so I decided to give it a go. I started watching it out of curiosity, and I was immediately hooked and converted. So I think that this show is like nothing I've watched before, and I can be a huge junkie when it comes to TV shows, especially when it comes to sitcoms. It's funny, it's witty, it's cheeky, it's cringy and inappropriate at times, and still it's one of the best things I've ever watched. You cannot help but like it, or at least this is what I think. I think it's very innovative for the things for the way it tells stories, and I think it's very, very relatable. What I really love about the show is that the cast is very diverse. I'm not ashamed of admitting that I've binge watched the heck out of The Office US. It has been the perfect way for me to unwind after a tough, busy day, or just when I was feeling blue. I already made it to season 6 in just a few weeks, and I can 100% say that this show, I'm not even through it yet, it's made it through my list of all-time favorite shows. Finally, on my favorites list in this video, there's an outfit combination. I've realized over the course of the past few weeks that I've been wearing non-stop, or pretty much non-stop, different variations of the same outfit based on 3 core elements: beanie, boyfriend jeans, Chelsea boots. Now, I don't have a huge wardrobe, but still I have found different ways of creating an outfit in which I feel 100% me and 100% comfortable and still feel super duper stylish. So it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it has been an absolute no-brainer, this outfit. I've been wearing it to work consistently. I'm very lucky to be able to work in a very casual work environment. So my usual clothes can be worn to work as well. And also on my free time, of course. And it's one of those outfits that you don't even have to think about it. You just grab your favorite pair of jeans, very comfy because it's a pair of boyfriend jeans, your most worn in pair of shoes, which are my Chelsea boots and my most worn shoes ever, my beanie, whatever sweater I have on hand, and there you have it. And it's very good and versatile because I can do pretty much anything in it, and depending on how cold or hot it is, I can add or remove layers as needed. That would be pretty much it for today. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, share it, and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have anything that you have enjoyed a lot lately, I would love to know. Just drop your favorites in the comment section below because I always love to read your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.